Now it's my pleasure to turn it over to some really fantastic students at UMass Amherst Landscape and Regional Planning Program. And they're going to be talking about a project that they've been working on to look at the Connecticut River walk and bikeway in Springfield, and in particular to make sure that folks from a local environmental justice community have access to it and more people can be able to utilize this tremendous resource in Springfield. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to the students at UMass.
Hello, hi everyone. We're really honored to be able to share briefly our research with you at MassBike's annual meeting, and we hope that all of you, and especially those of you in the Pioneer Valley, can learn maybe something new about the current struggle for equity and access to green space in the city of Springfield. So over the course of the fall semester, our group has looked at the current state of the Connecticut River Walk and Bikeway, which runs roughly 3.5 miles down the eastern side of the Connecticut River next to Springfield's north end. And as part of our research, we have looked for solutions to the clear lack of connection between the trail itself and the community it's intended to serve, which is the Brightwood neighborhood. And that neighborhood is adjacent to the Riverwalk, but a mile-long flood well separates the trail from the neighborhood. And not only does this block access to the trail, but it also conceals its very existence from potential visitors. And this issue is then worsened by both a lack of parking at the northern terminus of the trail and a lack of wayfinding, identifying where the trail is even located. And I'll pass it over to my friend Eli to do the second half of this presentation. Thank you.
Good work, Greg. Very happy to be here with all of you and sharing this awesome experience all about bikes. So as Greg mentioned, big issue of access to the trail, especially in proximity to an environmental justice community in Springfield. So our research has sort of led us to a couple of proposed solutions. We're not here to go any further than just proposing the research we've conducted and try to insert our opinions on this community. We really want it to be a resident-based solution, so whatever the community sees fit for themselves. So the solutions can be simple or complex. They can be as expensive as you want, or they can be lower cost. And so it really has to do with the resources and funding opportunities that are available to the Brightwood community and the broader Springfield community. So some of our solutions involve potentially building an ADA accessible ramp that clears the flood wall entirely, but we recognize that that might not be an attainable solution. And there are much more feasible options to explore when it comes to improving access to this trail. One of which could just be creating better signage. It's not overly expensive, and neither is an installation of a mural on the flood wall itself, which could help beautify the area and also improve wayfinding for the trail. So these lower cost solutions are going to serve to create a sense of place for the Riverwalk, which will hopefully increase usage. And to get involved, you can reach out to the folks at Walk Bike Springfield, attend a meeting, help campaign for rail trail equity in the Pioneer Valley. And that's all we got for you. And before I sign off, I'd just like to give a shout out to our other 2 team members that weren't speaking today, but they're in the queue, Cameron Joshua Holland and Elena Conrad. So thank you for having us all, and enjoy the rest of the night.